The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
To go. Let's see how they approach this second down. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Malachi Corley reels it in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 46. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First down, ball at the 36. He'll throw it yet again. Puts his body on the line, and he got it. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Coming right is Hall. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Throwing from the gun. Catch is made in close. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. All right, we see he's a little worse for wear after delivering that throw. Gonna have to take a few moments as they come out to look it up. Oh, takes this the wrong way. That's a loss all the way back at the 5.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. Jets finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This is the first carry for the rookie from Florida. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 27. His first throw is an interception. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. From the gun, it's Hall. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throwing here, Travis. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Jets drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end left. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Leo Chanel makes the play. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. McPherson at the point after. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Offense liked how that play went. They choose to decline the penalty. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Getting right back to it after that interception. That one's caught along the left sideline. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 32 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
At the 12-yard line. Come on, set. Hut.
Now looking to throw. The throw is caught. And he's tackled for a short gain. So we're through one quarter of this AFC East con. We're back for the second quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. From the gun on 3rd down. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Fielded at the 7. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Brushes him off with ease. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. They go right back to Hall. Again, he hits the second level. And they finally get to him at the 15. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Hall once more. Juke the defense. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Short kick gathered in at the 15. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Let's go. Ready?
Now it's a bootleg for him. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Ready?
To throw here on first down. Toward the sideline and caught by Addison. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Go!
From the 44 here on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here he is on third and long. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Back to throw, Travis. He's going to try to drop it in. He lays out for it and makes the catch. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down.
Check. 70 Lions.
Travis to throw. Finds his target, Hall. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Third down give to Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Shipley now up the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. They'll go right side with Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets boat racing them to the halftime locker room. McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets continue piling on to this lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Fits it through the middle. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins chop some of the lead off before the half. They'll try this extra point. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Dolphins cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Play action on first down. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get more points to end a lopsided first half. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. Pass play on first and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's go.
Throwing off the play fake here. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Go.
He'll throw it. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. And look at this return. Races past midfield. Into the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They start to drive with Hall. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
His push straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Travis. Able to hit Hall, complete. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphin side of the field.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll run for it with Hall. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Let's go now.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Back to 60. 70 rate.
Here's Travis. Oh, baby, he gets rocked, and the ball is out. And the Dolphins got it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. What an incredible drive they had authored, Brock. But all that progress, and pardon the pun here, just fumbled away.
Yeah, I couldn't say it better myself.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Oh, he loses the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
19 line. Go!
From the 41. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
18 right here.
Throwing here, Travis. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. From the red zone now. Caught near the goal line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grow their lead off the turnover. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Jets grow their lead yet again. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they had that one contained right at the line. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Man in motion here. Back to the well again. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. John Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Jets are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you little piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.